There's a reason comfort aesthetic has become so popular. Soft, oversized sweaters, neutral tones, minimal makeup, loose silhouettes, calm spaces, warm lighting. It looks effortless, relaxed, peaceful. But psychologically, comfort aesthetic is not just a trend, it's a response. In a world that feels overstimulating, fast, and constantly evaluating us, comfort becomes more than preference. It becomes protection. Your nervous system is always scanning for safety. When life feels chaotic, deadlines, social media comparison, emotional stress, the body craves regulation. And one of the simplest ways to create regulation is through sensory experience. Clothing sits directly on the skin. It affects temperature, pressure, movement, and texture. Soft fabrics calm the nervous system. Loose fits reduce restriction. Muted colors reduce visual stimulation. Comfort aesthetic is, in many ways, nervous system dressing. It says, I want to feel safe in my body. There's also an emotional layer. For many women, style in the past may have been about performance, dressing to impress, dressing to attract, dressing to prove something, dressing to fit into a standard. Comfort aesthetic shifts the focus inward. It prioritizes how you feel over how you're perceived. And that shift can feel radical. Psychologically, when someone moves toward comfort-driven style, it can signal burnout, or healing, or a desire to slow down. Sometimes it reflects emotional exhaustion. The brain is tired of high effort, high visibility, high pressure, so it chooses softness. Neutral palettes, beige, cream, gray, earthy tones, communicate calm. They don't demand attention, they don't shout, they whisper. And whispering feels safer than shouting when you're overwhelmed. But here's something interesting. Comfort aesthetic isn't always about hiding. Sometimes it's about reclaiming your body. If you've experienced anxiety, body image struggles, or trauma, tight clothing can feel exposing. Structured outfits can feel performative. Soft, oversized clothing can feel grounding. It creates containment without pressure. It says, I am allowed to relax. There's also a cultural shift happening. For years, fashion celebrated sharp silhouettes, high heels, dramatic looks. Now, we see an embrace of softness, matching sets, cozy textures, low-effort elegance. This reflects a deeper collective fatigue. We are tired, and tired people don't want to perform. They want to feel held. But here's the nuance. Comfort aesthetic becomes healing when it's intentional. It becomes avoidance when it's the only thing you feel safe in. If you never feel comfortable stepping slightly outside that softness, if the idea of structure or boldness feels threatening, that might not just be preference. It might be fear of visibility. There's nothing wrong with loving comfort. The question is whether comfort expands you or confines you. True comfort doesn't mean shrinking. It means alignment. It means choosing clothes that support your nervous system while still expressing who you are. You can be comfortable and powerful, soft and visible, relaxed and confident. Comfort aesthetic at its healthiest says, I don't need to suffer to be worthy. It rejects the idea that beauty requires discomfort, that visibility requires tightness, that confidence requires pain. It rewrites the rule, but it's worth asking yourself, am I dressing for comfort because I'm healing, or because I'm hiding? There's no judgment in either answer, just awareness. Your wardrobe is often a reflection of your emotional state. If you've leaned into softness lately, maybe your body needed gentleness. Maybe you've been holding too much, and that's okay. Fashion isn't just about trends, it's about how you negotiate space in the world. Sometimes that space needs to be bold. Sometimes it needs to be quiet. Comfort aesthetic is not weakness. It's a language. The question is, what is it saying about you right now? If this resonated with you, subscribe and be part of this space. We're building a community of women who understand that fashion isn't shallow. It's psychological, emotional, deeply personal. Let's build a community where we don't just follow aesthetics, we understand them.